We try and look at Niagara as if it was a region in, say, France or Italy or something like that. So figuring out what grows best here and then incorporating that into our menu. We'll definitely do a lot of curing. We'll hang a lot of stuff down in the cellar, and then a lot of the fresher cuts or the more primal cuts, we'll just slow cook, dry age. Working with Deirdre, who does all our gardening and foraging. Very often she'll be coming in the door with something either that we've never heard of before, something that we've used before but in a different form. And at this point I would say that there's probably not a single dish that we serve that doesn't have something that Deirdre has physically touched with her hands. We work with a lot of farmers who don't sell to any other restaurants. Like, the big advantage of working with a lot of these people is that they know so much more about produce, ripeness, seasonality, quality, picking times than any chef does. And so we do everything we can to not dictate anything to them.
There's definitely a little bit of transition that when we're first meeting these farmers and you know, when we place our first order, it's like, okay, what do you guys have? And they're like, well, what do you want? And it's like, no, but what do you guys have that's good? Or
it takes a little while for them to get on board with that.
And really what happens with that too is that on, say, Monday, we get an email or a text saying this is what's available this week, this is what we have, this is what we can supply. And then we'll kind of base our menu along that for the week.
We are extremely lucky to be associated with PearlMorrissette Winery. One, because the wines are fantastic, but I think more importantly because the people have been not only such an inspiration and an influence, but also extremely supportive. We're gifted in the fact that we're not in the middle of a major city, so I don't need to think about what the neighbors are doing. And instead, we focused on trying to do something that we were really excited about, that was going to make people that came here really excited and would make people feel like it was worth the effort to drive outside of the city.
The vibe that we want in the restaurant PearlMorrissette is that we want to have, you know, a very elevated experience from the guest perspective. You know, we have a very focused front of house staff. And then we also have kitchen staff that is running the food at any time. So you kind of lose that stuffiness when, you know, you have Daniel, myself, or any of the other cooks kind of running out a bit sweaty, a bit nervous, and dropping on your plates and explaining, you know, very excitedly about the dish.
It's pretty exciting.